Right now, make some noise for Joseph D. Robbins.
Yeah.
Today we remember. Today we remember that day in September when the whole world watched as time seemed to stop. Today we remember the day time stood still, the day the world was rocked by an earthquake of terror and the violent aftershocks that screamed, "Beware." We remember the passengers and crew of Flights 11 and 175 who saw their lives flash before their eyes as their planes of fire spiraled toward the towers. We remember the workers on the floor struck by the planes whose names bore the words United and American. Americans and foreign nationals united by attacks martyred without ever knowing the moment they first gazed at the planes would be their last. We remember the firefighters and policemen, officers, gentlemen and women who gave their lives to protect, save, and serve citizens in need only to be crushed and smothered by falling debris. We remember the passengers and crew of Flight 77 and all of the personnel sent to heaven at the exact second when Pentagon became Polygon. We remember 184 lives lost. We remember the heroes of Flight 93 who united to bring what had become a weapon of mass destruction to the ground before it could be flown to an unknown target, causing scores more lives to be lost. We remember the sacrificial lambs who banded together and went to their graves in order to save their fellow Americans. We remember the 102 minutes it took for 4 planes to burst into flames and drop the towers of the world's greatest power and 1/5 of its military installment. We remember the second our innocence was lost, the minute our lives were changed, the hours still cemented in our brains, the media coverage that lasted for days as we tried to wrap our minds around the events of that Tuesday morning in September. Today we remember all 2,977 people who fell victim to fundamentalism in a faraway land and paid the ultimate price of their lives. We remember them with a poem and a moment of silence. We remember the colors of our flag on that dreadful day. The red of the fire trucks that bled as whole stations and companies were buried beneath the rubble. 50 white stars like pock-marked holes and twin-engine holes that smashed into the towers like raging bulls and blanketed the city in white ash after the towers collapsed. The blue skyline that preceded the storm, the calm of a normal morning that sent a nation into mourning and opened our eyes for all time. We remember the Muslims, Sikhs, and Southeast Asians who were met with hatred and harassed after the attacks, and we hold our hand out in apology to them. Today, regardless of country or origin, race, religion, or creed, we see Americans. We see freedom and truth, liberty and justice. Today we forget politics, partisanship, and hateful rhetoric. Regardless of skin color or political views, red, white, and blue are the only hues we see today. Yeah. Today we recognize that even at half-staff, our flag flies high with pride like the bald eagle of freedom in the sky. Today we remember our country, 'tis of thee, from sea to shining sea, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Today we remember that a land of beauty does not only mean a scenic setting, but also the people who call it home. And though we can never allow ourselves to forget our checkered past, today we unite fully at last as we remember all those who have passed. As we ask God to bless America while beams of light shine brightly into the universe, making it universally known that we stand united in solidarity as one people who call this land home, we show the world that you can overcome a fierce blow. Today we overcome that blow. Today we remember. Tomorrow we live on.